35-yard line at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's get off the field.
Kings.
52, Mike, 52.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hurry!
Come on, I got him.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Here I come. Check.
They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
58, the mic.
We own them. We own them.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Mixon.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the ready.
58, 58, it's Mike. It's a party now.
Go, go.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now.
Let's go, one more. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Deep dribble, deep dribble.
On 3rd and 2, Ackerman. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And I guess part... You call that a coverage sack?
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Beckham, the return. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets them 8.
Second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
52, Mike, 52. Get that.
Mayfield looks to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Set. 180.
52 right here. 52. Rip right, rip right.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Set. 180. Run.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Now Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
And the blitz does come. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Bengals 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Check. Watch the run. Watch the run. Fofo's a Mike.
Delta.
Mike's Fofo.
5.
On 1st down, Ackerman. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And shutting him off now open field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ackerman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Go.
Okay, we got to get the stop here, D.
58 Mike. 58 Mike.
Looking to throw. Ackerman. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it,
You see
yeah.
what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey.
Check the call.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ackerman. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hurry, hurry. Get him.
Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
31's the mic.
Come on. You better bring it.
31.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Yeah, hit it.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Yo.
Shoot.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Gano now to add the extra point.
Touchdown City.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Ackerman. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ackerman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ackerman. On the comebacker, complete. It's Bishop. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Throwing on first down. Ackerman. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go. 10-2 star. Hey, seam 6.
44.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Stop your whining.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Browns, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.